with Gypsy Juice Intuitive Tarot, and I am here with your collective pick an image, pick a card energy reading for today. And I'm putting a little bit of a different spin on it starting right now, and I'm branching out there and using some other people's work for my pick an image selection. So with that said, my featured artist today is Arron Beck, who is an incredible artist and very longtime friend of mine. I'm going to post all of his information, his Instagram page, in the description box below, so you can check out his gorgeous work. It's really amazing. He's a really incredible artist, as you can see from the thumbnail on this. And please check out his work, and I will give you a closer look at both of the images here in just a second when we get into it. So if you're brand new to this, I'm going to pop his art up on the screen here in a second here. And you're going to look at it, take a good look, pick one or the other. Don't think about it too hard. Pick which one you're drawn to, and I'm going to do a reading for each respective card. So, okay, here comes the image. Two images for you to select from here. We've got on the left this Area 51-ish, the road sign growing out of the tentacle with the blackbirds, ravens, crows, which have a really cool spiritual meaning behind them. If you Google the spiritual meaning of raven or crow, it's really expansive, really neat thing to look into. And then on the right, if you're drawn to that one, is this tree with the earth fetus inside. That one has also blackbirds in it, and that's why I was drawn to both of these images, because that's been a really repeating thing around in a lot of people's spiritual awakenings, especially. I find this really interesting because the crow is depicted in a lot of the mythical tales and spiritual stories as being the great cross-eyed. And in a lot of native cultures and ancient cultures, people with crossed eyes were renowned for having spiritual gifts, specifically in the realm of being able to consciously exist in multiple dimensions at once. So it's really interesting how there's some masks over these crows and the earth looking like a very new or a fetus coming into greater levels of consciousness. So that was just my little personal interpretation off of that one. Really, really neat to look at and kind of let your imagination take you where it's going to go. So take a good look at both of those and see which one your eye is drawn to, and we're going to go ahead and start both readings here right now. All right, so now that you've had a chance to look at those, hope you made a good selection. I'm going to start out with the one on the left, which has the crows and the tentacle. And oh my goodness, I just realized I meant to look if he titled that work. So I'm just going to call this Tentacle People, because that's comfortable for me. So there we go. Wow, that's your first card. That was easy enough. Going to do a short little reading here on the Tentacle one with that Area 51-ish with the road sign and the thing. He really comes out with some amazing stuff. A lot of extraterrestrial stuff in his art coming out there, which is really cool. So let me get this reading started for you right now. So, man, all right. So first of all, we've got the King of Wands in the inverse position, upside down here. And then we've got the Ace of Drums, or the Ace of Pentacles in your standard deck. So what I'm seeing so far with that is it's looking like when it comes to stability, finances would be the easiest thing there. There's sort of this rigid, just this non-forgiving energy there. So, wow, I think a lot of us can relate to that right now. It's like a lot of us have lost income, maybe not getting paid. That could be coming down to that. That's a real easy general interpretation of that. Just kind of this energy around you that's unwilling to see your situation. You see how she's kneeling at his feet and begging him, and he's just like, gotta do my job, it doesn't matter, this is the way it is. And you know, that could go to like property management companies and things like that. So it's sort of, but with this in the upright position, it's relating to this matter, pertaining to this matter, but it's giving me this feeling like it's still there, like it's still going to work out for you in the long run if you're watching this reading right now. So let's draw a spirit animal card or a couple of them to just see what else. Okay, wow, this came out in the last reading. The elephant but in the inverse position this time. So this is a connecting to memories, connecting to that infinite wisdom within yourself, just how you're feeling. So that's a pretty easy decipher job right there. It's kind of, don't feed into the fear, turn on the TV and feed into the fear. I'm telling you, every time I've got to offload. I just had to offload a news app because it kept on flashing up with all these horrible stories and just like this anxiety. It just built all this anxiety because every single headline was just so negative. And it's just like, what difference in my life is that going to make if I just delete this app and I don't read this crap every day? It doesn't pertain to me. I'm doing everything I can here and whatever else. So it's kind of like what I'm getting from this card. This is kind of off the beaten path interpretation of it, but it's like it's just outside distractions keeping you from reaching within yourself and understanding how you really feel and maintaining your own energy. So that's and that might be messing with that tangible stability, which is actually what I'm seeing is actually there for you, and it's actually all going to be okay. So I hope that hits strikes a chord right there. Let's get one more. No, let's not do that. Let's see what Archangel Gabriel has to say about your energy, or if he has any advice. Really like this deck. It's a really beautiful one. Let's see what he's got to say. So yeah, that unbending, nice. Birth, woo, new life, a baby. So this could be a baby, an idea, happy news, an exciting project blossoms within you, or it blossoms around you, and you're going to get to be part of that. So turn off, get away from any distractions that are going to drain your energy or make you feel like you just pull your vibration down. So it's just whatever makes you feel good. You want to feed that, because that is going to take you to whatever this new thing is. It could be literally a baby coming. Or it could be, whatever kind of new thing, new project that you're going to be able to absorb your energy, and it's going to be very rewarding. So whatever that new baby is for you, that is really cool. Tentacle people, that's really neat. And I'll add one more thing with the tentacle thing. If you're interested in extraterrestrial life, I'd start researching that. If that strikes your interest, or even if it doesn't, and you're watching this video, I'd look some stuff up about it, because all of this stuff about disclosure and everything else, that's a very real thing right now. I'm just speaking the truth. You don't have to believe the truth for it to be there. It's there. Whatever. So anyway, let me move on to the next reading, which is that really cool earth fetus in the tree with the ravens and the crows surrounding it. So let's go on to that one. Let me get complete decks. Okay, so the earth fetus, very cool, very colorful work, and I really hope he gets some prints going for some of his stuff. I think it'd be really cool for him to make a day planner or something like that. It'd be really, really neat. Oh, and don't forget, please, to like the video, subscribe to my channel. Please leave a comment on which work of art maybe you liked better. That would be delightful. That would be great. So first up, Earth fetus people. Wow, that was really easy. Oh, we've got the Seven of Pentacles, or the Seven of Coins here in this deck in the inverse position, in reverse. So, man, kind of a similar message so far, okay, you guys? It's like wow, this is just so clear. How do I spit this out? So, in this deck, the Seven of Pentacles, it's like getting rewarded for something or making an assessment. In this deck, though, you see how she's kind of arrogant and sort of full of herself, and it's in the inverse position. So this could be like you just being fed up with superficial crap and just stuff that only goes skin deep in life. Like, it's just like, wow, I mean, to be really extreme, you could have enough money to buy like a new Lambo or a new Ferrari or something like that and still just be completely miserable inside. You know what I mean? So it's just like any kind of, so it looks like that, whatever that was in your life that was superficial or skin deep or shallow, it's sort of made it's made itself known as just that. It's just skin deep. It doesn't bring you deeper satisfaction into the core of who you are, if that makes sense. And again, here we go with the Four of Stones or the Four of Cups in the inverse position. So what that tells me, is these are supporting cards to each other, actually, when they're both coming if there was one upright and one upside down, they'd be kind of opposing each other, but it's just supporting this point right here, with the Four of Cups being like, I have to go within. It might look apathetic, it might look selfish to other people, but I have to go within to find what truly satisfies my soul. It's not anything out there. It's not the sushi dinners. It's not a new outfit. It's not a wardrobe full of clothes. It's not a hot body. It's not any of that crap, because that is temporary. It's 3D. It's like getting a character on a video game and dressing it up like a Sims character and being like, oh, great, I'm so pretty and so happy and look at me, I'm so great. It's just like you are feeling the pain of that. With some of that stuff being taken away right now for a lot of us, it's unveiling how shallow that stuff really is. And it sounds cheap or whatever else, but seriously, it's not easy to deal with, especially if you've put a lot of your energy and time, you've invested a lot of your energy into it. It's devastating sometimes when it comes out to being like, oh wow, I mean, does it really even matter anyway? What really matters? What really matters? It's the way I feel within myself. It's just, and superficial good feelings are very temporary. They act much like an addiction. So let's see what spirit animal wants to come out. Nice! Yow! Like that. That was a beautiful jump. Mouse, you see? Yes, paying attention to find little tiny details, but this can also be a positive thing. So as a solution on your route out of being disappointed and etc., it's paying attention to the little details that stand out to you. So when something sparks your interest, pay attention to it. Go after it. Run toward it. Even if it's something that you might find unlikable within yourself, it doesn't matter if it sparks your interest or you want to take a closer look at it. Any part of your soul wants to take a closer look at that. Follow that, because things don't come to us by accident. Our emotions don't happen by accident. They happen because there's something there to be examined in great detail, and that all has to do with going within. Okay, but this in the inverse position, all that superficial external stuff was a distraction for that going within from before. But now I feel like there's an opportunity for that. I don't feel like there's an opportunity for that. I know there's an opportunity for that. It's everywhere. It's real obvious. So anyway, I hope you're impressed with my psychic abilities on that one. But let's see here, my dear Earth Fetus people. And look who was on the bottom of the deck. Always, I swear to you, the fourth time. That's my spirit animal. It's so funny. Embracing the unknown. Being honest about things even though it's completely uncertain as to how you'll be received, is what that Black Panther spirit has to say. So you needed to hear that too. So take charge of the situation. What do I need to even explain about that? I just pretty much said take charge of the situation. Away from the shallow, superficial, skin deep things and toward the things that make your soul sing. That soul song, okay? Depression and anxiety are there to give you a wake-up call that you're not singing that soul song, All right, and I'm not trying to preach or say any of that. I've had plenty of that in my life, and that's why I know that. But there we are, Earth Fetus people. Wonderful reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and please don't forget to like the video, comment on it, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, please check out my dear friend Arron Beck's art, which I'm going to reference in the description of this video. He's an amazing artist. Take a closer look at his stuff. Really cool stuff and really fun to look at. I hope you're having a great day. Check you later. Bye.